100% protective style, no gel, and no leave out. What? Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. I am Jack, or JC if you have been a long time subscriber, and if you're new, wagwan, you good? All right. Okay, so I have an idea for a hairstyle, and I have some clip-ins here from Curlsqueen that is gonna help me achieve this look. When we get into the package, this is the package. It came in this nice pretty box, and look, it came from far, so the box had been through some things, but you know, we could see the structure. It's still there, it's all there. So once you get into it, the first thing I noticed was the packaging. really amazing packaging. I love the little mesh bag that they got in here, and I was so curious. I was like, what is that? The first thing is a comb, and this is or a brush rather, and it's a brush that I've been seeing around, like a similar shape. It also comes with a little container where it keeps some extra combs for your clip-ins if you need to attach, which I like. And I can also use that little case for bobby pins, which I think is also great. And then it comes with this satin bonnet, which I think is really cute. It has a drawstring as well, which I can imagine would be very helpful to keep it on your head. I've never seen a bonnet with a drawstring, so I really like it. I really like the color. Then we get into the real meat and potatoes, the hair. So it comes in this nice satin, again, packaging. Satin baggy, which I like. I think all the details of the hair I got is going to be down below, but I think I went for 18 inches, and it's a water jerry curl and a color 1B. So it's a bit shorter than I thought it was gonna be actually, but I think this could work. I think the curl pattern is definitely different, but I think it could work for what I'm thinking. And of course it comes with a thank you note and some details about the hair, instructions, how to take care of it, and all of that. I'm telling you, the packaging, impeccable, right? Impeccable. Okay. This is the pattern here. It's actually quite a lot of hair, which is good for the style that I'm thinking. I've never done my hair like this before. Usually when I use clip-ins, there's a couple of styles I can do. I can do it where I clip in the back and use some kind of a headscarf in the front, which I like, so it gives you know, like that look like it's my hair. And sometimes I do some with a bit of leave out in the front. So this one I'm going to do, or going to attempt to do, is going to have some leave out in the front using this hair. So let's get into it. But I will say the hair is very soft. This is different. The band looking like this. I'm not used to the bands looking like this with my clip-ins. As you can see, like they're having like a thick kind of band here. This is very different. So we'll see how that blends. I am going to prep my hair. As you can see, my hair at this point is in twists, and these twists are fresh, and this is kind of the base for a lot of the styles I do. I want to keep my twists in because that's the reason for twisting them. It's going to help with my protective styling, and I'm all about that on this channel. So I want to start with separating the hair that I believe that I'll be able to use to hide the clip-ins. So this is what I'm gonna do. Also, this texture isn't 100% my hair texture, like at all. My hair is 4B 4C, so the little or the least amount of hair that I have out, probably the better. That's my thought process with this. So we're gonna separate these four as the ones that are going to help with this style, and then we're gonna get the back prepped. For the back, I'm simply going to braid it away. For me, braiding my hair when it's in twists is a lot easier because I'm not good at cord braiding. It doesn't really have to be neat at all. I'm probably just gonna do two big braids, like two braids like this, and then connect it at the bottom. Nothing crazy. And just so you know, if you do not know how to corn braid, please try this hack. Okay, it works. And we're gonna do this side. Okay, now that I have it like this, I'm gonna, okay, so I'm just gonna connect it to just like this. Now this hair isn't that long to cover up mine, that I just leave it hanging. I also don't usually do that. I don't really like leaving my hair hanging, so I'm just gonna fold it up like this and like try and tuck, you know, some of the braid away. tuck it away like anything else. That. Okay. So this is what we're looking like in the back. Before I put them in, I wanted to show the different types they have that come in this pack. So it comes with 4 of these, the 2 clip ones, 2 of the 3 clip, 2 4 clip ones, and 2 5 clip ones. For me, usually I like to start with the longer ones at the top, just because I feel like having the longer ones at the top kind of covers more. So I'm gonna start with that. Also because you never know how the clip-ins are gonna be, how full they're gonna be. And so you want to have the fullness at the top, and then you could kind of like start doing whatever at the bottom because it covers it up. So when you have the longer ones at the top, it has a tendency to cover up a lot of the, you know, issues in the back. Now again, these are different types of clip-ins, and we're gonna see how well it blends because of this. Here, like, I'm not used to having the band of the clip-in be something like this, like a plastic. So if I would suggest anything being changed, that would be the case. But again, I think typically people just get something that's more their hair texture and use this for fullness, which in that case it would be fine. Just so you know, I do have 4B4C hair, and they do have clip-ins that resemble my actual hair texture more. I actually got these because I thought that they looked, and they do actually look kind of like how my hair can look if I do a twist out. You know what I mean? And because I knew I would have twists in, I was like, this might be a bit easier to blend, and I was gonna put as little as my hair up front as possible. That's the reason that I ended up getting this, because to me it doesn't look like a necessarily natural curl. It looks more like a twist, if that makes sense. But they do have more like kinky, frizzy, which would be my hair texture when it's like out. I actually really do like this length, actually. At first I was like, I thought 18 inches would be longer. However, because it is a curl situation, I get it. So yes, I'm gonna start with this, but I'm strategically trying to place the clip in an area where I know this will cover it. Like this chunk of hair that I have here will cover when it is down. I also don't like to put it all the way at the end because that has a tendency to peek out. I don't tend to do all the clips in the clip-in because I am trying to, again, help with my natural hair. So I tend to go with the beginning, the middle, which will be here, and then one in the end, as opposed to all 5 of the clips that they have in there. So again, gonna just get that in there. And then this last one, get it right here. So yes, okay, let me place this one now. This second one, I just always place underneath, but to this side. Starting more on this side. So we have this, we have our cute little band there. And literally everything else from here on out, to me, doesn't really matter, but I always start with I just see my head bobbing around. I always start with the longer ones and get the shorter ones as I go down. And I give a good amount of space, especially if I'm like, okay, it's not that many clip-ins. This isn't that many, but I think it could still look good. We'll see. And you do not have to get it on your scalp at all. At this point, I start pinning it right to my hair. Just the 2 on the end. This is how the back looks. All of this, okay. Very, very full. These clip-ins, I will say, you guys seen how much it was. Not many in there, but the hair is very, very full. So let's push this back. Okay. You wouldn't know that these are just clip-ins. I feel like this could work as a style in and of itself, and because the hair is so full, it kind of pretty much covers up everything on its own except for up here, but definitely in the back. I highly doubt you will be able to see anything in the back, so that's great. We're gonna start with taking these twists out. Now it comes to the top half. The top half, of course, has the little bit of leave out that I'm trying to use in this style. So I actually separate some of the leave out because of the way this band is. I need something to be able to cover that middle band since I'm going to be doing somewhat of a middle part. So I just divide the two front sections of my leave out, taking a little sliver that I'm going to use to push back. So it's going to create a part and in a way cover up the band. Once that's done, you want to take the clip-in hair and from the front section and put that away. So all I like to do is just take a band and tie that up and tie it with the middle section that I'm also going to be using to cover up. And I like to keep a bit on the side from the clip-ins on either side down to combine with my hair when I'm doing this style. As you can see, I leave a bit down on either side. That's just going to help the section be long enough for me to tie it in the way that I'm planning. Obviously my texture in the front doesn't blend as well. I decided to take my hair and take the clip-in hair and twist it together. You want to like just see, make sure that the way you're twisting it, the band is still going to be covered on the side. Then it was about connecting the two. So like I said, when you divide the two sections of your hair, you're dividing a bottom and you're dividing a top. The reason you're dividing is so that you can connect the two sections of your hair together in the back, so you're getting that out of the way. So with that, I just braided that hair down. So I took a bit of clip-in hair back there and the two sides of my hair and braided it so that now they're together. Now it's again back to the top. Per usual, I have my section out that I wanted to use to cover. So that again, I want to protect, I want to keep separate. So I decided to twist it. I decided to take just a bit of clip-in hair from the back and some of my hair and twist it together. That way it's really hiding the band. Again, my hair protected, twisted, perfect. Now it's about creating the puff that I wanted in the top. This you got to be very strategic with. Okay, you want to create a section. I kind of did it off camera where you take enough hair to create the puff but leave enough hair down in certain angles to cover the band of the twist out of the clip-ins on the side. So once I had the section I wanted, that's when you just take a ponytail holder and tie it together, tie it high enough because the hair is not so long. Even though I'm going to use a claw clip, the claw clip isn't actually doing anything. It's just there for, you know, fancy. It's there for fun. It's there for the look, honey. And it's there to kind of prop up the ponytail, but to be honest, the hair isn't long enough for me to actually need the claw clip in it. So once you have that tied, you just use the claw clip on the bottom. Make sure you position it again in a place where it's not exposing any of the clip-ins. There's a lot of strategicness with it, but this hair is super fluffy, and of course I'm going to use an afro pick to fluff it out even more so that I can make sure that you're not seeing anything. And that's pretty much it. So this is what we're looking like now. Of course you could put some edge control, do all the things that you need to do, but I think this looks really good, and especially with this part being more picked out. I'm gonna go pick it out some more. I must say, like, this is some really good quality hair, and I can imagine if you put some water in it and stuff, you could get it even more like curly and stuff if you want. The roots at the back, you want to use an afro pick because it will be able to cover up the very thick band. The back I didn't really do too much in terms of the bottom, but look at this. I really like this. I feel like this is my best clip-in work yet, if I do say so myself. And I'm going to probably wear my hair like this for a good week. So I still have my 2-strand twists underneath doing what they do best, which is allowing my hair to grow. Have just a bit of some leave out, but again, even that leave out is protected and you still get a style that looks like you're not wearing a protective style. I also like the length of this. Even though I believe this is 18 inches, it looks way shorter than I thought it would. However, I like that because it looks more like my hair. Like when my hair is out, the length that it falls is about this. Yes, very happy. And if I get tired of it, I can just take it out and just do 4 twists and we're back like we never left. I think that's a win-win. So if you're looking for a way to jazz up your protective styling, to jazz up your twists, and this was helpful, do let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.